So we decided, y'all know we always, child, these videos come from conversations that we have. And so this morning when we got up, we were awakened by some fantastic news. This fella right here, our oldest son, is done with college. So let me just backtrack a little bit so you all can kind of understand beyond the fact that he finished college why this is monumental. So you see these two people right here? This is Karen, that's Mingo. So when we started, we met each other. We were 19 years old. By the time we were 20, we were pregnant with this fella. Well, I was. He wasn't pregnant, but anyway.
Couldn't do it.
Whatever. Men can't have baby child. But,
you can't.
But so, you know, I was pregnant, and so what came from that were a lot of negative comments, a lot of doubt and kind of coming down on me about being pregnant and, you know, what I was supposed to be finishing school and blah, 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 all this negative stuff that came about. But ironic and contrary to what, you know, is consistent in, especially in our communities, is that I always knew that he was a blessing. We always knew that he was a blessing, no matter what. It didn't matter, you know, that he came from two parents who had him out of wedlock. We weren't married until he was 5 months old, and you know the rest is history. So it started with that foundation of him already being technically the product of a statistic, and we don't believe in statistics.
Not in
we
his
believe
family.
not in our family. We tell our kids statistics are excuses for things that people tell you you can't do. But if you believe you can do it, you can do it. So let's fast forward. Thank you, son. Let's fast forward to his freshman year in college. So he turns 19, and then he finds out that his girlfriend at the time was pregnant with his first child. Well, he only has one child, so let me correct that. All right? He better only have one child, okay? So, but yeah, so he finds out that she's pregnant with his child, and so it's like, okay, well, the same path that we took is the same path you're going to take, and understanding that your baby is a blessing God meant for her to be here. I don't care what people say. You don't let people tell you what you can and can't do and who you can and cannot be. And so today is monumental for us because despite everything, despite the struggles that we've had, you know, in raising our 4 children or whatever, just things that we've gone through, the fact that we have one now that is done with college, the twins are still in college, and our daughter starts college on Monday, so we have one coming out and one going in. That literally is a blessing. So I just want to say this, and then I'm gonna stop talking, y'all. But look at me, whoever you are, if you're a young adult, if you old and in your 40s or above like us, it doesn't matter. You never ever allow somebody else to tell you what you can and cannot be, to dictate what your destiny is, because when you were born, there was a destiny that was already set for you. You don't allow things around you, people around you. If they start to doubt you, then they need to be out of your life. You need to prune them out of your life, just like you prune your plants or your trees or your bushes or whatever every spring or every year. I don't do that. But anyway, I'm just saying I know what pruning is. So if you have to prune people out of your life, you have to prune things out of your life, because you were born here with a purpose. And anything or anyone that doesn't help you fulfill that, it's time to let that go. And I'm going to say, I said I was going to be done, but I'm not. So I want to say to my son, he is the person that changed my life. He's the greatest thing that God, the greatest gift God gave to me when I was younger, that allowed my husband and I to become parents to even more people, little people. So we are grateful for him. I am proud of him. And you don't let anybody steal your destiny from you. And congratulations to him on finishing college.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Wonderfully said. Wonderfully said. This guy right here is my namesake. And about a few months ago, we did a video basically talking about helping your kids pursue their dreams. Even though we knew he was pursuing his dream to become this great producer, we also knew he was in college.
Yes.
And there were a lot of naysayers. There were a lot of doubters. And anybody who knows the Allen family, we push for 100% excellence. We have 4 kids. We don't we don't give 25% to each one. Yes. We give 100% to 100%. Each one. And we encourage them to follow their dreams, because we were not encouraged to follow our dreams. But we also went against the grain. And when you go against the grain, sometimes that comes with not so favorable things. Now that this young man has finished college, he now can take his time and move toward his dream, what he's already been working on.
Yes.
He's been on the job training.
Yes.
And as we encouraged him, we said, look, you don't have to prove to people what you're doing.
At all.
Because once you make it, they're going to say they believed in you anyway.
Yes.
But when you were going through it, they want to have bad things to say about you. But we told him to keep his head up, stay positive, and this will turn around from him. His daughter is a blessing to us.
She is.
She's the light of our heart. And we knew that all we had to do was be there to encourage. We're not going to punish him because she never was a mistake. Because it wasn't our purpose for her to be here. It's for everybody knows who purpose it is. Believe in what you want to believe in. We know what we believe in. We are a family that believe we're going to change the world through our truth.
Yes.
We're not embarrassed about anything we've ever done. We are an open book. That's just who we are.
Absolutely.
But when it comes to encouraging your children, you better do it.
Yes.
You better do it, because if you don't, somebody else will.
Yes.
Then you want to become their friend after they make it. No, you need to be a friend when they're coloring on coloring books saying they want to be an astronaut.
It takes a village.
Yeah, or saying they want to be a fireman, and then at the end of the night they want to ride horses. You just got to be there for them. You have to be there for them, because it's a lot of us know what that feels like.
Yes.
This doesn't have to do with a dual parent household. You can do this as a single parent.
Absolutely.
It's called belief,
Yes.
and kids see through your fakeness.
Yes.
We are best friends with him and all of our children because we told the truth in the beginning. Sometimes the truth is not what they wanted to hear, but we're just an open book, and it is what it is. So I want to say that this young man right here, as the second Allen man in my immediate family, has a college degree.
Yes.
And he's a producer with different color hair and graduated with a high GPA.
Yes.
And now he's going to work for himself. He's not put in a position where he has to figure out what to do next. He's already been working on next because we were there to support him.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah, so look, I think they pretty much said everything that could be said, man. But like, to anybody out there, to any young man who may be in a similar position, young man or young woman, you have to understand that, like, there are two very important things that got me through my journey. The first thing was that, you know, you got to have a close relationship with whoever you confide in, whether it be God, whether, I don't know what your religious purposes are, your spiritual purposes, but you need to have a close relationship with something higher than you to get you through those times where another human being just isn't resonating with you the way they should. And then after that, you need to have a support system around you physically that supports you as well. There was so many times, like, I know they gassing me up right now, and I appreciate them for it. But I appreciate it, man. But like, there were days during this journey where it was like they would say you great, and I would say no, I'm not. Like, you have that internal battle because you feel like you failed by the standards of society, man. And I knew that, you know, once I made it out of this, I knew that it was not only my job to be a great parent, but it was my job to be a great person, my job to be an inspiring person, and my job most of all to just make sure that the work that they put into me over the years, the amount of patience that God and the people around me have had with me over the years, like, that resonated and that sat and it manifested itself into something great today. So to anybody watching this, man, to whoever you are, young, old, whoever, like, I'm living proof that one, you never let people talk down on you. Don't ever anything that anybody ever has to say about you, man, do not allow that energy to manifest in your life, because it definitely will. And the second thing is that, man, you will make it through it. It was a reason that it happened for you, because if you'd have told me 5 years ago that I was going to have a baby living in Atlanta, inspiring others via Instagram and working towards a promising music career, I would have told you were lying, because I wanted to be a lawyer at the time. But God knew better, or, you know, the God I believe in knew better.
Absolutely.
So you just have to understand that, man. So you can do it. You are great.
Yes.
You are amazing. And don't let anybody tell you differently, because I promise you, once you believe it in yourself, anything is possible.
Absolutely. And all I want to say in closing is that the power of perseverance is the reason why we did this video, is because he persevered. And sometimes it's hard when you have to do that, because you go from sometimes you have to go from crawling to walking, and sometimes it's not easy to crawl when you got to go a long distance. So just remember to never quit, never give up, and believe in yourself regardless of whether you have that support or not for other people. And look, like a pastor said a long time ago, babe, that we heard, he said, go where you appreciate it and not tolerated. So go be around people who appreciate you, who uplift you, and who can encourage you.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. Be great out here.
Yep.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.